Hey everyone, and welcome back to our BTS. In sorry, in today's video, we are going to be doing our day 10 of the BTS series and day 5 of extensions. So this week, what we're going to be doing is we're going to finish up our extensions. And again, yesterday I said I had an announcement to make for today, and I decided that I have a lot more things to share about school and things that I've experienced, things that I personally want to start doing, and things that I want y'all to know about school generally. So, what I'm going to do is throughout the year, I'm going to be doing videos in like the school themed videos occasionally. It won't be like 5 days per week like we have been doing for the last 2 weeks. It's just going to be a random video every now and then, like I do with my resources. It'll still be in our resources playlist, and then I'll try to make a new playlist if possible. But, anyways, let's get back to today. Today, we're going to be talking about how to keep going, either if you're doing virtual or you're homeschooled completely, like your parents are teaching you, or someone else in the household is teaching you, and then you're going to school. So this is just to motivate you to keep going and to help yourself feel like what you have is the best for you, and you're not down or anything. It's going to improve your feelings and thoughts. And then your second thing that it's also going to help is to be motivated, and you're going to have all that motivation to keep going, because the activity that I'm about to tell you about is a motivation activity. And this is something that I came up with, but I thought it was a good idea. So here we go. It's all from my own brain. And this is called the Everyday Journal Activity. And what you'll need for this is a journal and a pen or a pencil. So that's why I have that picture up here. If you don't have a journal, I guess you can just use pieces of paper and put them in a folder. That works too. So on page 1 of your journal, I have like a couple of things that I want to go over. What you're going to do is put the date down. So this is where you start your journal. And then you're going to, in the second line or third line, wherever, you're going to write down your yearly goals. So say that I want to read like 50 books by the end of this school year. That's my yearly goal. And I'm going to put it down. Or if I want to exercise every day and make sure that I lose 10 pounds by the next December, then that would be a yearly goal too. So those are just examples of yearly goals, and you're going to write them down. Then the third thing that you're going to write down on your first page is how and when will you complete the goal. So how will you complete it? Like, will you do it every single day? Will you work on it every single week, month, something like that? When will you work on it? And then the third thing is, when will you complete the goal? So since this is an yearly goal, it can be at the end of the school year, or it can be at the end of the year, which is going to be December 31st. Or it could be at like the end of a season. Some people count like years differently from how others do. So it could be whatever a year is for you. And then your fourth thing that you're going to write down is, what will you use to keep track of your progress? So maybe I would, for example, if I want to keep track of me reading books, I can make a book reading log and write down all of the book names that I read. And things like that is going to help you keep track of your progress. On page 2 of the journal, what you want to do is put your yearly goal tracker down. So, for instance, let's go back to my reading 50 books thing. So, if I'm going to read 50 books and I'm going to make a reading log, I'm going to kind of make a T chart, and I'm going to have a section where I can write down the title, and I can write down in a small column, I'm going to write down the book and how many books I've read. So if I say, for example, Diary of a Wimpy Kid is book 1 that I've read, and then my next book could be The Very Hungry Caterpillar, my third book, so and so, and that's my third book. So something like that to keep track of it. So I don't have to count down all the way and see how much books I've read. So make sure it's efficient too. So that's why I'm using the numbers. And on your third page, what you can do and onwards, so not just the third page, but till the journal ends, is you're going to set like a morning and night, and you're going to do this every day. So in the morning, you're going to write down your date and you're going to do a daily goal. So maybe it's like getting the assignment complete, so getting an essay complete, or working out in the gym for 30 minutes, something like that. That's your daily goal. You're going to write it down, and then you also want to put down how much of the yearly goal you want to complete. So say my yearly goal again is that reading 50 books, and I'm going to say I want to read at least one book today, at least one book, and I'm going to make sure I highlight or circle at least, so that way I know I can keep on going. There's still like no limits and boundaries. So at least one book today, something like that. And if you don't want to work on your yearly goal today, that is completely fine, because you have a daily goal to do too. So if you're doing your yearly goal like by every week, that's completely fine too. You might even have like 4 or 6 days off. So then at night, what you want to do is when the day ends, you're going to talk or write down how you completed your goal, or did you complete your goal. So I'm going to say, for example, did I read my first book today? Did I read one book today? Well, if I did, I would say yes. And then you're going to explain why or why not. So if you did read it, why did you read it? Is it because that you want to really badly reach your goal? Or if you didn't read it, why didn't you read it? Is it, don't you have a goal set for the year that you're working towards? Now you're back one step. So you have to kind of go through that process too. So that's why you're going to explain why or why not. And your second thing that you're going to do at night and write down is, did you complete today's part of the yearly goal? So did you complete it? Yes or no? And oh, well, sorry. I think I got mixed up. So let's go back to daily goal. Did you complete your daily goal? Why or why not? And your daily goal is something random that's not your yearly goal. So if you did complete your daily goal, you can say something like, I completed it because I have the motivation or something that triggers me to do it because I have to. And maybe it's an assignment that's due today, so I need to get it complete for sure, something like that. And for the yearly goal, I already talked about it in the first place, and I just realized that. And you can also explain why or why not for that. And then what you're going to do is go back to page 2, and you're going to track your yearly goal if you did complete that day. If you didn't, then that's completely fine. It's however you set your goal tracker to be. And a bonus to all of this would be to list things that you're grateful for. And I recommend doing this at night because you have a journey or a day that you went through and many things that you've seen, good or bad, and you're going to be happy, excited, sad, stuff like that. And emotions are just going to really get into that place. If you guys want, take this above and beyond. Instead of just listing things that you're grateful for, maybe you can go up a bit and say things about, you know, quotes or stuff that you heard, maybe just journaling thoughts. You guys can do that too on the back of that page. So things like that's going to help you just stay motivated, and just it's in a flow where you can just keep going. All right, guys, so thank you, and this is our end of the extensions of the BTS series, and we'll be doing again random videos throughout the year of school related things. So I'll see you guys in our back to school, mood and area soon. And until then, bye.